Welcome to the 3 Arts Workshop, Week 1. In grammar, this week we're talking about subjects and verbs. What are they? How do you identify them? How do you diagram them? So some definitions first. The subject of a sentence, the OED says, is the part of a sentence of which the rest of the sentence is predicated. You might think about it this way. Every complete thought represented by a sentence has an agent doing something. So, who or what is that agent? That's the subject of the sentence. The main verb of a sentence, that part of speech by which an assertion is made or which serves to connect the subject with a predicate. What is the agent doing? What's that action? That's represented by the verb. Let me give you some examples. Nabokov. The low-ceilinged barber shop smelled of stale roses. What's the main action? What's the verb representing that main action? That's right, it's smelled. So then we ask ourselves, to discover the subject, who or what is smelling of stale roses? The barber shop. Now you see those words to the left of the subject, the low ceiling. Those are modifiers, and in a future lesson I'll teach you how those words function and how you diagram them. But for the purposes of this lesson, of this week, all you're doing is identifying the one word, the one verb that is the main verb of the sentence, and the one noun or pronoun that represents the subject. In this case, barbershop. William Carlos Williams. The moth under the eaves, with wings like the bark of a tree, lies symmetrically still. What's the main action? What's the main verb? Lies. That's our action of the sentence. Now, who or what is lying symmetrically still? The moth. That's our subject. That's our verb. Now we know how to identify the subject and main verb of a sentence. Okay, but how do you diagram these? This construction you see right here is going to be the basic construction you draw every time you complete a diagram. You have what's called the baseline, this horizontal line, with an intersecting vertical line that separates the subject from the verb. Subject goes on the left, verb goes on the right. And this is really very simple. So in this very simple sentence, Lucy sings, we see that the verb, the action, is sings, and the one doing the singing is Lucy. So we draw our baseline, we draw our vertical line, we put Lucy to the left, we put sings to the right. Here's a slightly more complex sentence. We always go to the movies on New Year's Eve. All we want to do here is find the verb, find the subject, and put them in their proper slots. So what's the action? What's the verb? The main verb of the sentence. Go. Right? And then to find the subject, we ask, who or what goes to the movies? We do. Okay, that's our subject. So we and go. We goes to the left. Go goes to the right. And that's it. Now, for this week, this is all you have to do, really. You may have a sentence that's like this, something a little more complex than Lucy sings. But all you have to do, you don't have to deal with every word. You simply have to find the main verb and find the subject and put them in their proper slots. That's it. That's the basic construction. Baseline, horizontal line, intersecting vertical line. Subject goes to the left, verb goes to the right. The verb is the action of the sentence, and the subject is the thing, the person, the entity doing the action.